Hey Tabafetu, this video is brought to you by EASYBET. Click the link in the description to sign up and use code FANS50 to receive a 50 Rand sign up bonus. And also, T&Cs apply. Under 18s are not permitted to gamble. Tango. Welcome to FANS Wethu TV. It's the CAF Champions League. Orlando Pirates 0, Pyramid 0. I'm joined by the best coach in the world.
Yes, Tivo, in the world.
I go graduate. I go graduate. I the best one.
Yeah, sure.
But for now, the best coach. I am told. Why not?
Oh, great, Steve. Steve, before we clear something to most Orlando Pirates fans, because last week Orlando people were calling for Mabasa.
Yes.
Today they are calling for Mahob.
Yes.
So which one do we want?
Hanke.
We need to choose, Steve. And I think the only thing that I want to do is just to clarify the two positions or help those that are in need of help.
Yes.
We've got what we call CF. And we've got we have a ST.
Yeah.
Striker
CF.
and a center forward. The responsibilities are not the same.
Yes.
Get me? So for your ST, Steve.
Explain, coach.
For your ST, Pirates is in red.
Yes.
For your ST, in most cases, which it would be Mabas. His positioning is to be just nearby. His job is to consistently create issues for the defenders.
Backline,
and his role is to score goals. Hence why today we saw Uhoto having our so-called half crosses. He was crossing the ball right after the center because Spanisa Mabasa kukena his team. And then we have what we call a CF.
Center forward. Which
is Mahob.
Evidence.
We've got people, they can take out their Googles. Check how many goals has Nkota scored without Mahob. I'm waiting.
Big guy, coach.
I don't remember even one.
Okay.
Every time when Nkota scores, Mahopa is involved. Because his job is to try and always drop in. The moment he drops in, he drags these two center backs. Hence why the goalers and Nkota, they are always behind the center backs.
Wow.
You must go check the last game that we scored when we played, which team did we play before? Pyramids.
Yes.
The only thing that he did was to move forwards to the ball, and what they did is to close. Nkota Noya Ali 1 became 1v1. Go back, look at game here, Al-Ahly.
Yes.
Nkota's goal, same way. So sometimes it's easy for us to judge and say Mahopa is not useful. But still, the moment you have somebody here, the moment you have someone who's going to move this guy, that's where you'll have our relay, our Nkota opening up to space. Because remember, we don't play with out-and-out wingers.
Yes.
So if you're going to have somebody staying here with Nkota on the left, Nkota wants to cut in. So Spanisa Mabasa has Bonali. Hence why I'm waiting. I think we've got one shot on target. In most cases, we've got more than 4 or 5 because we miss chances. He creates chances for others, or else Mabasa, the team, needs to create chances for him. So I think the moment we realize this guy, his role is to help these two guys, Libotito, to come to the party, then we will appreciate Mahob.
What he does.
Mabasa is a sniper, Steve. As long as the balls gets to be played here, Mabasa will always score. So we need to appreciate our strikers differently.
Not in the same
manner. This guy helps these two to shine. He helps people that are around him to shine. Evidence. Because of his work rate. Whenever he's working, these two guys are always here. Hence why you'll hear people saying he always goes wide. He goes wide so that this guy can come in, he can follow him, and then there's one guy, he would rather have a striker who we would say Asa, unlike having an Asa at all. How many shots did Mabasa have today? Pirates currently is not playing for the striker. Those boys in the center. They play, Mahob plays for them. If you remember France, when France won World Cup, Mbappe was the star man and Griezmann.
Yes.
Olivier Giroud sacrificed his role.
For Machi.
So we are quick to forget. We've been scoring, we've been doing well.
Yeah.
We didn't see all those things. You see. So currently it's I think as Pirates fans we need to decide, and maybe let's let Jose have his poison. Yeah. Whatever poison he takes, we just support.
Not decide.
I think that's easy, Steve. You see, and the other thing I saw happening today, Steve, I saw Chaine Arisponda Levo, I think Wojaha.
Sure.
Steve, he's a professional.
Yes.
You don't have to respond to the supporters.
Behind the pole.
Yeah. But us as well, supporters, we can't be killing our own players and then expect them to do well.
During the game.
Yes, Chaine doesn't play the ball low in most cases. He always delays them. But whenever it's working, we praise him. Definitely. When it's not working, we are the first to kill him. Crucify. So what must he now do? Follow our instruction or the coach's instruction? You see, because if you looked at it, it was very slippery. If he tries and kicks it and then he kicks it, it's a goal. We're going to say, but why is he rushing? You see, so we just need to be careful. We just need to be careful. Yeah, with those things. Going into the game, Pyramid is very dangerous. It's extremely difficult. There's 3 players I saw, Steve. There's a decoy that Pyramids did. You see. So for me, they lined up this way. But the only important thing that I want to show you is their decoy, Steve. Let's never mind Pirates. They had your number 14. They had your number 18. They had jersey number 7, Steve. What they always did, which is one thing that I respected, they pushed this guy. Now look at what this triangle does, Steve. When this guy has the ball, the only player who moved was the number 7. And then their center back. It gives you what? That triangle. The number 14 would always stay here. Hence why most people are saying those guys were technically superior ahead of us. Today? Because of they won the middle field. And if you play against Pirates and you win the middle field, you always struggle. So that pivot, Steve, in the first half it was this way. I don't know if you saw the number 7. Now them playing this way, it confused as Pirates. Because what do? Our pivot always stays this way. Because we always have Makaula and Mbata and then Tito here. But now having their number 7 and number 14, Steve, who was roaming around, he would move off to support this guy so that they can create what? A triangle. The moment he moves off, Tito follows, then the number 7 would come in and collect. And they played 3-dimension of football. It would go here. From here, if it doesn't come here, it would go all the way that side, Steve.
King 3-dimension football, coach.
It's you limiting your passes or you limiting your time on the ball. So if the ball gets to be played from here, Steve, instead of you playing a bounce ball, playing it here and then come back, you keep it here, you launch this guy here, he takes them off position. The moment he takes off position, because we are a professional team, what happens is you get what they call shifty. Then what would Pirates do? The ball is moving this side. It tells you to do what? To shift. And then it opens this side. Space. In most cases, people will say we overload one side and we attack the other side. You see. But that decoy in the center, for me, it was extremely difficult for Pirates. You see, so hence why they were, it looked like they were technically better than us. Because if you look at, we are playing home. If we are playing home, we should have more shots on target and all those things. But if we look at it, it's stats is saying we dominated. That's what stats is saying.
Oh, stats strong.
But the team that scored 2 goals which were disallowed is Pyramid. Now that alone tells you the team that was attacking is Pyramid. Let's score and then let the VAR say it's an offside goal because we are attacking. You get me? As the Pagani. You see, and I for one, I know I hardly agree with our coach, but I for one, I think, or I would have taken Tito off in the second half.
Yeah.
Because if you are bringing in Mwanases, it means we are going wing play with who's this? The young boy Rile and Nkota.
Yeah.
You see, but it didn't work out, Steve. It really didn't work out. Those guys did not come here to park the bus. I think that's where they won the game. We expected them to park a bus. They didn't. They came at us. And rumor has it that their best striker was not around.
Seriously?
Yeah. I think it's just the number. No, they've got a striker who didn't come because of a visa. If I'm not mistaken. This is the team. This is the same team. Who see? This is the same team that scored 17 goals when they're playing home. But also they are playing up against a team that does not concede. Remember what I said? Defenders wins you titles.
Yeah.
Strikers will win you games. So we haven't lost. We haven't lost in the CAF Champions League. You get me, Steve? We haven't lost. We are going. Steve, let's wrap it up. We are heading. I think we stand a good chance. I'll tell you why. If we score 1, they need to score 2. If we score 2, they need to score 3. And if you're going to come at Pirates, we are going there with nothing to lose now. If you're going to come at us, we're going to hurt you, Steve. Let's close it. But in closing, Steve, I ask again, sorry to drag it.
Sure.
Are we as South Africans really ready for South African derby? Is that what we want? South African CAF? I don't think so, Steve.
Yeah.
We just want to sound smart. We just want to sound as if we understand football by us saying we want to see Sundowns versus Pirates in the CAF Champions League. But that's not what we want. No, Steve, let me tell you something that people won't say.
Sure.
Right now, we're saying Chiefs supporters must support us. Why? So that when we have the second star, we can brag. Chiefs supporters' duties to support Kaizer Chiefs. Pirates supporters, our duties to support Pirates. Sundowns duties
Sundown.
Yeah. If we go to the final with Sundowns, let me tell you what's the biggest issue for me. Now I grew up with only one team having a star, which is Pirates. All of a sudden we've got what? Sundowns. So if you play in Sundowns in the final, it tells that there's a 50-50 chance. So if Pirates loses, who's having the second star?
Sundown.
So would I rather have Sundowns having the second star? Or can I rather play Al Ahly in the final? But because we want to sound smart, we want to sound like it's a great image. South African CAF, yes. But do we really want that? I don't think so.
Hey, coach. Coach.